It's time to delve into the most recent scandal that has everyone, including our grandparents, buzzing with talk. Kim Kardashian, the reigning queen of reality television and the brain behind numerous business ventures, is currently facing some serious trouble. And we're not talking about a minor inconvenience here. Imagine stepping into a bath that's so hot it makes you jump back in shock. That's the level of trouble we're discussing, and it's not over something trivial like a minor disagreement or a fashion mishap. No, this time the controversy revolves around accusations of promoting low quality knockoffs of high end furniture pieces. Yes, you heard that right, furniture. Who would have imagined? Chris is openly criticizing Donald Judd's family estate without holding back or softening his words. They have filed a significant lawsuit against Kim, accusing her of endorsing imitation products. The rumor mill, working overtime and buzzing with energy, suggests that Chris sees this legal move as a desperate grab for attention and money. He believes that Kim would never intentionally sell counterfeit items, especially ones that would have Donald Judd rolling in his grave. But here's when it gets more interesting. Chris is convinced that the entire lawsuit is just a tactic by Donald's estate to make some quick cash and create chaos. He is adamant about protecting the Kardashian brand from being dragged through the dirt, a brand that has already seen its fair share of challenges. Watching this unfold is like being caught up in a daytime drama, but with more legal terms and fewer sudden cases of memory loss. Let me explain for those of you trying to catch up with how this all started. The heart of this dispute lies in a 2022 video where Kim gives a tour of her beauty company's office, Skin by Kim. This video, which unsurprisingly gathered over 3.7 million views, was quickly removed after the lawsuit came to light. Kim couldn't stop talking about how much she loved a certain bulky wooden table paired with its modest looking chairs that fit underneath it perfectly. This setup didn't remind her of something you'd find in your grandmother's house. Instead, it looked like a piece of wood that was trying its best to be seen as a piece of contemporary art. And then things took a turn. Kim referred to these furniture pieces as Donald Judd tables, leading to Donald's heirs accusing her of essentially promoting fake, designer-like furniture similar to counterfeit purses sold from the back of a car. At the forefront of Kardashian-related controversies, we now delve into the issues of fake furniture. Imagine Kim showing off her workspace in a video, boasting about her supposedly high-end, minimalistic furniture that draws inspiration from Donald Judd, the renowned artist and sculptor. These weren't just any chairs and tables. They were described as top tier, with genuine pieces selling for as much as a fancy car. Imagine shelling out $90,000 for a table or $9,000 for each chair. However, it turns out that Kim's furniture was about as real as counterfeit bills. Yes, they were complete knockoffs. The guardians of Donald's artistic heritage, the Judd Foundation, were far from pleased. They hit Kim and her team of interior designers with a lawsuit that included a whole array of legal complaints, from trademark to copyright violations. Essentially, they accused Kim of trying to deceive everyone by making these fake furnishings as if they were authentic. Can you believe it? But that's not the end of it. Caught in the middle of this legal battle is Clement's Design, the company responsible for this controversial furniture. They're putting up defense, claiming that their designs were never intended to be sold as genuine Donald Judd pieces. They're portraying themselves as surprised and wronged by the lawsuit, as though they're the ones being unfairly targeted. On the other hand, the Judd Foundation isn't buying their story, particularly after discovering that Kim's supposed Judd furniture was crafted from plywood, a material that's far from the high-quality standards Judd himself was known for using. This move was seen as particularly disrespectful to the original, much more valuable work. Now, how about we dive into a bit of history concerning Kim? Before the sparkle and fame surrounded her, Kim had some connections that were, well, a bit out of the ordinary. Let's introduce a character, Zhao Lao, a man so enigmatic and questionable he could be mistaken for a shadow. Kim and Zhao Lo were quite close, or so the story goes. Zhao Lo was accused of orchestrating an elaborate scheme to launder billions of dollars. There were even tales of Kim and Zhao Lo enjoying extravagant trips to casinos, where it was said they would return with substantial amounts of cash. Such activities hardly seem typical, do they? But don't rush off yet. The Kardashian family story gets more complicated. Amid the thrilling escapades, there have been soft murmurs regarding the Kardashians' financial practices. Accusations range from dodging taxes to exploiting a real church, as a sort of financial camouflage. Then there's this church called the California Community Church, which Kris Jenner started. Recently, it's been facing some pretty complicated money issues, which have gotten a lot of people talking and wondering what's going on. The whole setup strikes one as peculiar and reeks of a sort of skepticism we've grown to associate with the Kardashians. It's like deja vu all over again, reminiscent of the time Kylie was put on the spot by Forbes for overstating the worth of her cosmetic company. Presently, Kim keeps flaunting her billionaire status, but doubts are starting to emerge regarding the authenticity of her wealth. Is it real or just for show? Additionally, we cannot ignore the significant blunder Kim made by promoting a cryptocurrency without making it clear she was paid for the endorsement. For someone of her proportioned financial standing, diving into promoting digital currency for quick cash seems below her station. This could be viewed as either a desperate move or a considerable lapse in judgment for someone who is seen as a savvy entrepreneur. Kanye, for his part, has managed to keep his financial affairs separate from the controversies that seem to follow the Kardashian financial playbook. Even while they were together, he was careful to shield his wealth from any financial drama associated with the Kardashians. This appears to have been a smart move, especially in light of the news that Kim is trying to manage a $48 million debt, with the rest of the Kardashian family also seemingly in financial hot water. There doesn't seem to be any rescue in sight. It sounds like the Kardashians are in a bit of a pickle, huh? With a whopping $132 million hanging over their heads. It's no surprise that whispers about the stability of their empire are getting louder. Their lifestyle isn't exactly low key, and it's got people wondering where all that money's supposed to come from, especially with some questionable decisions drawing attention their way. Calling it a setback seems like an understatement. This is more like a major wake up call. And Kanye swooping in to save the day? It doesn't look like that's on his to do list. It seems his focus is elsewhere, leaving the Kardashians to sort out their financial drama without him. The whole situation is a bit of a mess, and it seems like a lot of folks are thinking it's time for the Kardashian Jenner crew to face the music. This isn't the first time the Kardashians have been under the microscope. Remember when Forbes called out Kylie for exaggerating her business success? And despite Kim claiming she's a billionaire, there are plenty of doubters. Her recent run in with the law over crypto promotion didn't help matters. For someone who's supposed to be rolling in it, getting caught in a scheme for quick cash doesn't add up. It either smells like desperation or a big oversight. Either way, it's not a good look for someone positioning themselves as a savvy business mogul. So it looks like Kanye did a pretty smart thing by keeping his money matters separate from all the drama that usually follows the Kardashian family's finances. Even when he was married to Kim, he made sure his cash stayed safe from the kind of money troubles the Kardashians often found themselves in. Now, with everyone talking about Kim's huge $48 million debt and the financial issues that Kardashians are dealing with, Kanye's decision to stay cautious looks like a really good move. And just think about it. With the way things are going, it wouldn't be surprising if the costs and debts could jump up to $500,000 easily.